What's going on, gang? This is Colton Blackburn with Appalachian SAR. We are going to do hopefully 3 jobs today, if not 2, but come along for the ride. I'm at my first job now. Let me show you the stump. All right, pretty big boy. Right in the gravel, which is no problem, but I'll scrape some of that out. It's about 6 feet wide, 2 feet tall, so it's going to create a lot of wood chips. But stand by. We're going to grind on a Monday. All right, the machine's ready to go. Next thing I need to do, prep this stump, make sure all the big rocks and the mulch, or not mulch, the gravel is out of the way. And then I'll start grinding. Let's do it. Starting to find little gears and washers. Check it. Wonder what that was for. My rake caught one. Let's go. And that's why you always rake around your stump, because you never know what you're gonna hit. And the teeth hate rocks, but hitting something like this could be catastrophic. Do the small things. It'll save you in the long run. Safety first. I just looked up and there is a beautiful painting that I do not want to hit. So we're going to put up a little barrier for this job. All right, we'll move you guys around so you can see a little bit better. All right. Guess I didn't get it off. Rebar. All right, well, it was a lot more wood chips than I thought. Whew. So, look at that. Massive. What I'm gonna do now is just smooth everything out, blow the wood chips as close to this pile as I can, and get out of here. Let's do it. Oh. No. I have learned this lesson before. What in the world? Well, we're in the dump trailer. Look at this. Unreal. This is like my second rake in 2 weeks. That's pretty cool. All right. That's a wrap. We've got a lot of mulch now. But we ground it 2 to 3, well, probably 3 to 6 inches below the ground so they can come in here and get a driveway in, but it's all done. Stand by for the next one. All right, make sure my mic's on. So we had to do a quick outfit change. The second job of the day we came. It's both a quote and a job, so fortunately we got the job. It's about 8 to 10 stumps, all on a pretty steep hill. But we're gonna get it done. Come along for the ride. I don't know if you guys saw, but did anyone catch my trailer not being locked into my hitch? And as soon as I went to back it out, it lifted up off the hitch. Man, praise God that I had those chocks underneath the tires, because if I wouldn't have, dude, that trailer would have went right into the back of my truck. So I got lucky there. Stand by. All right. Stand by. First stump. Going down. All right, on to the next one. A couple small cut rhododendron. She's a hot one, folks. Stand by for the next one. All right, sometimes places of hard access, got to think outside the box. So, look at that. Take this ramp, go all the way up to the stump. Look how beautiful this house is. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. My camera died. So you missed that whole second job. Well, you saw the first of it, but you missed the whole second part. I got all their stumps taken care of. It was on a pretty steep hill, so things got a little squirrely, but we made it out alive. I'm here now, and I want to introduce you guys to some of the fam. Okay, so let me turn around. Oh yeah. We've got about 14 Rhode Island red. Well, there was supposed to be all hens. Hey, Piglet. Hey, Piglet. So, 14 Rhode Island Reds, all supposed to be hens. There's our little mobile chicken tractor. But all 14 didn't come out hens. We've got 3 roosters that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. But these 2 ladies, they are brown Chinese geese. And they are incredible aerial predator, early warning alarm systems, really. And what they do is they flap their wings and they speak to the chickens basically about predators that are coming. And so the bigger one, I believe that one is Piglet, and then we've got Ruru right behind her. And you can't, every time you talk, they've got something to say. So you gotta be quick. So I apologize if they're interrupting me, but female brown Chinese geese are, did I say brown Chinese Canadian geese? I hope not, but they're brown Chinese geese. And they're incredible. You can't just get one. I tried that, but the hatchery wouldn't let me. You had to get 2. So these 2 are sisters. We got Ruru, and then Piglet leading the charge. They're eating right now. I move them once a week in this 100-foot electrical netting. But I try to move this once a day because what happens is, what I'm trying to do is fertilize the land and till it when they scratch it and look, that's where they've been kind of scratching it up. So I'll move them around our land once a week, but I'll move this at least once a day because what happens is their poop drops below when they're roosting, and you can just move them in this 100-foot section and constantly fertilize them. So yeah, I figured I'd introduce you because you may be seeing a little more of these guys. I'm gonna film a day when I'm trying to herd them into the next little 100-foot section, and that's always entertaining. So what are you doing, girl? You saying hello? All right, well, that's a wrap. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm actually going to take this YouTube thing pretty seriously. I bought a camera, a sweet little magnetic microphone to enhance everything. It's kind of crazy, but hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you next time. God bless you.